Man, here we are after the New York press conference. What was your takeaway from that press conference and the way it went between the two gentlemen?
No, I thought it was a test. It was a testament to how big this event is. You know, I don't think we've seen anything like it in the past, in recent years. So I strongly feel that this fight is fire. It's gonna catch fire. It's a big fight because you have two undefeated fighters. You have two young fighters. You have both fighters who are on top of their game. It doesn't get any bigger than this.
On your Instagram, I believe you said, you made this happen when the fight, was signed and all done, right? But I heard Leonard Ellerbe say something about that Ryan's promoters didn't want it, you guys didn't want it. What is he talking about?
I have no idea what he's talking about. I didn't even think he was on Gervonta Davis' team. I thought he was. I don't even know what he's doing. To be honest with you, we had no contact whatsoever with Leonard Ellerbe, or he had no issue whatsoever being involved. So it was a big surprise to me seeing him on the dais there. So I have no clue.
Looking at the fight itself, stylistically, how does Ryan use his height to neutralize what Tank does, and also knowing kind of what we know, right? Tank downloads information, first 5-6 rounds, 7-8, it's kind of a danger zone. What's the strategy to combat that?
Being a fighter, every fighter has their game plan, right? Gervonta, we know what he does, and Ryan, we know what he does. We know how he fights. We know how every fighter takes their time and they use every round. They calculate, they do this, they do that. But when you're in this type of fight, you want to do something different. You want to show them something different, and that's what they're doing in camp. I have no clue what's gonna happen on April 22nd, because both guys are gonna come out with different plans. Everybody's studying each other, everybody's doing this and that, but mark my words. I take it from experience. Every time I fought a big name, every time I fought, most of my career, I had to change everything up because that guy's studying me. So I don't know what Gervonta's going to do. I don't know what Ryan's going to do. They're going to just go out there and fight.
I've heard the fight described as the winner will be the person who makes the least mistakes. Is that an accurate assessment? And what do you think is the key to victory for two evenly matched fighters like this?
Yeah, no, I that's a great assessment. I think that this fight is going to be won in the middle of the ring. Don't get me wrong. They're going to have to dig deep down inside and make it a dogfight at times. It has to be. But this fight is going to be won in the middle of the ring.
Awesome.
I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's. It's just an even fight. It's a great fight. It's a beautiful fight. I love it. Undefeated, young. It's music to my ears. So whoever makes the first mistake, it's that calculated. They're that special of a talent. So I can't wait.
What is going to tell you more? What tells you more about fighters like this? What they do well in the ring or what they don't do well in the ring? So from a preparing point of view, what would be more interesting to you?
I think what would be more interesting to me is to see the mistakes they make. How a fighter cracks under pressure. How one handles the pressure when you're coming out of the tunnel, the bright lights, the big event in Vegas. When you're facing that opponent that is also undefeated, that is also young, that in back of your mind, he's not going to get tired. He's going to just keep throwing punches. He's smart. It's going to be interesting to see who makes that first mistake. Whoever makes that first mistake can continue making mistakes or can adjust. These fighters are smart fighters. They're at the top of their game, and so this is what makes it so interesting, is that we haven't seen one of these types of matchups in years. So that's why this fight is so intriguing.
Oscar,
this fight is music to your ears. How much can we expect you to work with PBC moving forward to get the other fights that...
I would love to. I would love to speak to Al Heyman. I would love to make fights happen. I would love to, this can open the door to making Jaime Munguia versus Charlo. this can open the doors to making
Spence and Virgil.
Spence and Virgil. It can be huge. So this is the door. This is the open door to make big fights happen.
So the framework is there to move forward.
Absolutely. Why not?
Oscar,
It's all for boxing.
Oscar, you were the.
Beard?
Gotta be nice
What do you
though.
think of Leonard's beard?
Gotta be nice.
I thought it was Rick Ross.
Well, they're saying Ron Isley too. Oscar.
Leonard,
Like, what's happening, man?
it's good to see you.
Likewise.
Got a big one. I was kind of surprised.